Okay, hello everyone. Sora Studios. And today we were able to finally get a LEGO Star Wars 2021 set rumor list. And this has been something that I know a lot of us have been anticipating, looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this list. I've been like seething with all this excitement about what is next year going to bring. I've actually started saving my money for in anticipation for next year. Honestly, after you hear this list, I think I might just blow my money on some sets right now. Like I don't think I'm even gonna save. I wasn't thinking I wasn't going to get the Mos Eisley set. I might get the Mos Eisley set just because that set is probably the best thing coming from Star Wars as of right now. I mean, I am gonna have to save up for the gunship. It's coming out on May the 4th. At least that's what every rumor is saying. The gunship is coming out on May the 4th, and it should be $200 or $250, somewhere around that price range. Hopefully. Anyway, let's get into these set rumor lists. So we have 3 microfighters, 2 of them being just a microfighter and 1 of them being a microfighter versus. The 2 microfighters is 75295, 75296. We don't know one of them, but we do know one of them. It's a Millennium Falcon microfighter. I don't really care, honestly, about microfighters. I mean, the only reason why I've ever gotten a microfighter is for a minifigure. So if this microfighter comes with a cool minifigure, sure, it's not going to. But it would be cool. I bet for this one, I mean, we've gotten a Han Solo in one, a Chewbacca in one. Yes, we've gotten 2 before. This one probably will have, I want to say Lando. I want to say it's going to be a Rise of Skywalker Millennium Falcon microfighter with a Lando Calrissian minifigure, which would be cool. That's a really cheap way to get a Lando, and it kind of makes sense because we got a big set with him in it, and a lot of times these microfighters come out after these huge sets have the minifigures, and then it's a smaller way for kids to get the minifigure if they can't afford it. So it kind of makes sense if Lando Calrissian comes in that. The Versus microfighter, which is 75297, supposed to be an AT-AT Walker. Cool. Now, just think. Imagine what could go up against an AT-AT Walker.
We're on our way. All right, boys, keep tight now. Luke, I have no approach vector. I'm not set. Steady, Dak. Attack pattern Delta. Go now.
Watching Empire Strikes Back. Oh, snow speeders. Maybe even a turret if I'm stretching it. But guess what? No, the other rebel thing is going to be a brick-built Tauntaun. It's going to be a Tauntaun. Tauntaun versus AT-AT Walker. Does that make sense? No. That actually probably is the thing that makes the most amount of sense on this set list, surprisingly enough. Next, just moving on, just down the line, we have set number 75298, which is the 4+ set, and it is going to be a Resistance X-Wing. Once again, don't really care. 4+ sets, the only reason why you get them is if they have, minifigures that you don't have. And I don't know, you want some extra spare parts. The 4+ sets, actually, sometimes they come with some interesting pieces that I need for like mocks and stuff. And it's just a nice easy way to get them and not care about building it. But for those of you who, I don't know, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything from a 4+ set. It doesn't look good. So I only get those if I need extra spare parts and stuff. So whatever, that could look however it wants to, I don't care. Set number 75299 is retailing for $30 or probably $29.99. And it is titled The Mandalorian Hero Vehicle. Now, a couple of things come to mind. We have the Mandalorian Hero Vehicle. That doesn't sound like anything that I'm aware of that exists in the season 1. I might have to go back and rewatch season 1, but that doesn't ring any bells, which means, which tells me 2 things actually. One, it's going to be from Mandalorian season 2, which is odd because Lego very much likes to output sets that from movies before the movie comes out. It's kind of just a thing that happens. You see this happening with like The Force Awakens. You had the First Order snowspeeder transport thingamajigger that we never saw in the movie. It was in the deleted scenes. We saw that weird walker thing that didn't sell well at all in The Last Jedi. That wasn't even in the movie. Because Lego gets concept art from the movies and they make sets based off of that, which is why the sets that come out before the movie releases is not always the most accurate. It's just not always the most accurate. Now, with TV shows like the Clone Wars, Rebels, stuff like that, Lego always produces sets after the TV show comes out. So it's a little bit reversed. Now, The Mandalorian, I know it's popular, and they might be switching towards like, let's release some stuff before The Mandalorian comes out. But this past year, I mean, they were close. They released Mandalorian sets not long after season 1 came out. So like, it's a little bit murky with this one. Do I think that they'd release a set from season 2 of The Mandalorian? I don't know. Do I think Dave Filoni would send Lego or whoever's in charge of that, like concept art and stuff, to base that off of? I mean, yeah, it's not out of the question. I think that's something that might make more sense, hopefully, because I'm just going to give you a spoiler right now. There's absolutely 0 Clone Wars sets on this list. So the only hope right now is that the Mandalorian hero vehicle, whatever the heck that's supposed to mean, is somehow a Clone Wars set. That's the only... I mean, we had the Siege of Mandalore. I can't think of any vehicles, I guess, that the Mandalorians have used that would be a hero vehicle. So it probably wouldn't be from the Siege of Mandalore. If anything, it would be from like a past Mandalorian arc, like the Shadow Collective or something like that. If we got a throwback Mandalorian set, I'd be surprised. But from all the hype of the Mandalorian TV show, I am 95% sure that it's going to be based off of the TV show somehow. It's probably going to be based off of season 2, even though something in my gut tells me there's something wrong with that. I think that's what it's going to be. I'm hoping that somehow like they twist this. Mandalorian hero vehicle, that sounds a little bit obscure. And Lego has done this before where like we've gotten some rumor names and stuff and they've changed. Hopefully this is one of those cases and it's something to do with the Clone Wars. I would really hope that this has something, just anything to do with the Clone Wars. Really, just at $30, there's $30 Lego. You know, if it's a Clone Wars set, there's $30. If it's not, I don't know. I mean, I have all of the Mandalorian sets, so I might have to get it anyway. All right, set number 75300 is a $40, 432 piece TIE Fighter. This isn't a bad thing. But what you're going to see a trend in this set is that there's going to be a lot of these sets that are underpriced, and that worries me. Let me just hold 1 second. Remember this guy? This guy? Yeah. So we got the AAT. Okay? We heard an AAT was coming out. We got excited. Then we found out, hey, this AAT is going to be $40. And then we were like, oh, well, it can't be a big one. It's going to be a small one, inevitably. And inevitably, it is, in fact, a small one. I'm not quite sure what Lego is trying for. It sounds like they're trying to, I guess, market to the younger generation, which is fine because they deserve Lego too. But like, what about us? I mean, okay, I don't know. Are we being selfish? Am I being selfish? We're getting a Mos Eisley set. The UCS gunship is 18 plus. That was more geared towards us. We got the Razor Crest. I don't know. whatever. This set is most definitely gonna be ages like 7+. And I mean, 432 pieces. Last TIE Fighter we got, it was like what, $70. This one being $40, that's $30 cut off. And usually I'm excited for cheap Lego sets. I'm not excited when they're cheap and they're not done well. The Night Buzzard or the Knights of Ren Transport Ship. That was, on the lower price side, and it turned out, in my opinion, a little bit dinky and small, a little bit scrawny, naked underneath. It didn't really have much meat to it. Couldn't even fit someone inside of it. It's just stuff like that Lego has decided to do, where it's like, let's just downsize it, get it at a more reasonable price, and then release it, rather than doing it well. If you do a set well, more people are gonna want to buy it. That's what I think. Now, if you don't really care, I guess, then sure, other people will buy it, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the statistics show that cheaper is better and quality is not. Like, you guys know the numbers, but it just, I'm not excited for this $40 TIE Fighter, because I know it's gonna be downsized. I know it's going to look dinky, and who knows? I mean, maybe look what they did with the AAT. They did something smart. They downsized it for the younger generation, but they threw in some dank minifigures. To make this set more appealing to us. So I'm really hoping that these sets, what saves them is the minifigs. I think that's the only saving grace left that Lego has, is in fact the minifigures. I'm trying to think of, I don't know if it's First Order TIE Fighter. I don't know if it's Imperial TIE Fighter. It probably is going to be Imperial, and I'll tell you my reasoning in just a moment, because the next set is Original Trilogy. I don't know, maybe a new Imperial pilot? I'm trying to think of an exclusive minifigure that I put in that set. Set number 75301, $50, 474 pieces. X-Wing Starfighter. We're getting a 474 piece X-Wing Starfighter. Under 500 piece X-Wing Starfighter is like red alarm in my head. Once again, it's gonna be downsized. The only thing that could save it is, honestly, it's minifigures. I just want to see pictures. Because right now I'm at a very low disappointment level. I don't know what Lego's doing. Maybe they're saving. I'm just grasping for straws right now. Maybe they're saving the good sets for later. Maybe January is just gonna start off kind of slow. Okay, this set has potential, but not much. Once again, it's undersized. Surprise. It's set number 75302, $70. Imperial Shuttle. Now the last one we got was $100. So that's $30 off an Imperial Shuttle, and the last one was pretty good. I'm just trying to imagine a more downsized one, like a smaller one. And once again, I think the saving grace for these sets, once again, it's gonna be the minifigs. It's gonna all come down to the minifigures. Knowing Lego though, what they've been doing with minifigs, I mean, we've reused Anakin and Obi-Wan. We don't have the Beskar armor for the Mandalorian. They've been a little bit lazy. With their minifigures recently, and but at the same time, it's so weird. They haven't been lazy at the same time, because we got a new Ahsoka Tano. We got these aren't new, but this is the second set we've gotten these droids in, and we got a 332nd Trooper. We know Lego can make awesome minifigures. Like, we know they can do this, and they have. So yeah, actually right now it's a wild card. Minifigs are a wild card. I can't say for certain oh yeah, these are going to be really awesome minifigs, and that's what's going to drive the set home. For all I know, they could all be repeats. They could all be remakes. All of them could be just from older sets that don't even matter anymore. All right, set number 75303. That's the May the 4th set, supposedly the UCS gunship. I know that if it's not the UCS gunship, there's gonna be a lot of people disappointed. Now, I guess if it's not the UCS gunship, what else would it be? I guess that would depend on how disappointed we are. But from what I can tell, it's going to be the UCS gunship. $200 to $250, probably episode 2. I said this in an earlier predictions video over the summer when I predicted 21 sets, which, looking back to that video, I think, I was right about an X-Wing. I wasn't right about when it occurred, but I was right that we were going to get an X-Wing. And I think, honestly, that's the only set that I've gotten right so far, is the X-Wing. And looking back on the gunship, where I talked about that, people were like, oh, Commander Cody, we want a Phase 2 Commander Cody. If it's an Episode 2 gunship, they're not going to put a Phase 2 Commander Cody in it. And if it's an Episode 2 gunship, yeah. I hope they do that well. I hope they give us some good minifigs and do it justice. And that's all I'm saying about that. There's already enough negativity in this video. Set number 75304 is a helmet. And 305 and 306 also helmets. We don't know one of them, but we know 2 of them. One of them is a Darth Vader helmet. I'm actually not upset about this, because the last Darth Vader helmet we got, the bust, it was very limited stock. LEGO didn't say anything about it, and it kind of just was out there. Lots of people didn't get it. This is a chance for you to get it now. Also, it's gonna look so much better. That bust was kind of bulky and awkward and square. This helmet, I haven't seen pictures, but I can definitely assure you that it's going to be way better than that one. And then the other helmet is a Scout Trooper helmet, which that's cool, because I'm really curious to see how they do the visor, the big visor, and the helmet design, I guess, whatever the Scout Trooper is, because there's gonna be some hard angles to get well. So this is either gonna look really nice, or it's gonna be like A for effort, LEGO. And the final thing, which actually this is something that I might get for a display piece. It's set number 75307, the Imperial Probe Droid, and it's gonna be a buildable Imperial Probe Droid for $70. I think it's interesting that LEGO is deciding to go this route. I think it's smart. There's a lot of people who buy LEGO to display. This is a nice display piece. For $70 though, it better be a good sized probe droid. Like, I'm thinking, like, if Baby Yoda, $80, Baby Yoda, like this tall or something like that. Probe droid, $70, it should be at least this tall, because you just have the arms underneath. We should be getting a pretty decent sized probe droid. Like, if I'm buying this for $70, it better not be like dinky. It better be big. And that is that's the set rumors. I'm sorry, everyone. I really was hoping to do a fun set rumor video. Like make it all exciting and stuff. But honestly, this has kind of just soured my mood. Yeah. And as you know, if you don't know, Mos Eisley, that's coming out September 16th for early access VIP members, October 1st for the general public. November is when we're getting the child or Baby Yoda. And yeah, that's really all we know. So comment down below what you think about this. I'm personally very disappointed. Extremely disappointed. Yeah, I'm just hoping that the minifigs are good. Alright everyone, this is Sori Studios. Honestly, I don't even care if you give this video a like. I'm too sad right now. I was really hoping for some good sets. My bank account, it's gonna be thanking me, because I definitely spent a lot of money on LEGO this year. But this is just overly upsetting. You know what would make me happy though? If you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe. If you haven't clicked that bell icon, you should click that bell icon. I was looking at my channel, and it's like 87% of you are not subscribed. Like, what are you doing? You should, if you're watching my content anyway, you should just subscribe anyway. All right, everyone. This is Story Studios, and hopefully the next time I do one of these videos, it has bearing good news. So, until next time, I'll see you later.